Zippity-doo-dah, beautiful day, great to be alive. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Chris Brown here again. Now, as you can see behind me, I'm hanging out here at the Yacht and Beach Club here in Walt Disney World. Now, let me ask you a question. Now, have you ever wondered why you can never seem to get ahead? Now, if your boss offered you a $17,000 raise or $10,000 in tax savings, which would you choose? Now, if you're like most people, they would have chosen the $17,000 raise. However, after taxes, you would have been left with less than $10,000. So actually, the $10,000 in tax savings would have been a wiser choice. Now, if you don't have enough money left over at the end of the month, if you're like most people, you would go get another job.
But let me tell you about Jane Bryant Quinn. She's a syndicated economist who's been featured on a number of financial news shows, who also wrote an article for Women's Day magazine entitled, How to Live on a Salary.
Now, in this article, there was a man making $40,000 a year, in which they were not making enough money to make ends meet. So the wife, Lori, went out and got an administrative job making $15,000 a year. Now, Lori had to pay both federal and state taxes on her new income of $4,500 a year. She also had to pay 7.65% for Social Security, which totaled another $1,148. She also had to travel 10 miles round trip, which totaled another $696 a year. Now, since she was no longer a stay-at-home mom, she had child care expenses, but she still had to pay $4,250 a year for child care. She also spent another $5 per day for her morning coffee, which totaled another $1,250 for the year. She also had other work-related expenses such as dry cleaning and new wardrobes, things of this sort, which totaled another $1,000 a year. Now, since she was no longer a stay-at-home mom, they ate out more, which equaled another $1,000 for the year. Now, these incomes were not tax deductible. So after everything was said and done with, she only brought home $1,156 on her $15,000 a year income. So is it any wonder that you can't get ahead? However, if she would have taken the advice that we've provided you here throughout this video series, she would have netted the entire $15,000 a year income. Now, what is more important is how much that you have already lost. How much are you spending and how much are you really taking home? We are about to change that for you. Now, as you saw in our last video, if you attempt to become self-sufficient, meaning that you earn an income outside of your job, the government will add an average of $300 to $500 per month added onto your paycheck from your job through a series of governmental stimulus programs. Plus, you will also save another $2,000 to $10,000 a year just on your normal everyday expenses. Now, in this video, we're going to help you to get qualified for this governmental stimulus program. Because every day that you put this off and don't apply this, you are losing $20. If you wait till next week, you are losing at least $100. If you wait till next month, you're losing anywhere between $300 to $500 a month. And if you put this off another year, you will lose at least $3,600 to $6,000 just this year. What could you have done with that money? Now, just for a moment, imagine that you've been doing this all along. Just imagine how much better your life would be. Just think about how much less anxiety that you would have. Now, whether you get yourself qualified for this governmental stimulus program or not, it is still available to you. It's your choice. You can let some billionaire use this bailout program to be able to finance his private jet, or you can use this $300 to $500 per month added onto your paycheck from your job through a series of governmental stimulus programs to be able to help you to be able to provide for your family. It's your choice. Now, in addition to this governmental bailout program, you will also save an additional $2,000 to $10,000 a year just on your normal everyday expenses. Now, I understand attempting to become self-sufficient without relying on your job can be scary. It takes time to be profitable. Many people don't work long enough or hard enough to be able to become profitable at this. In fact, because of the expenses attached to becoming self-sufficient, most people give up within a few weeks. And so this is why the government will add $300 to $500 per month added onto your paycheck from your job through a series of stimulus programs to help you stay in it long enough in order for you to become profitable. In the hopes that some of you may become the next Apple, the next GoDaddy. These are all companies that started out of their home becoming self-sufficient and grew into multi-billion-dollar businesses and employed lots of people. Now, in order to qualify for this governmental stimulus programs, there are 3 things that you must do. Number 1, which is to attempt to become self-sufficient with the intent of making a profit. Now, I did not say that you had to be profitable, it just says that you have to have the intent. In fact, you can still fail and the government will still add $300 to $500 per month added onto your paycheck from your job through a series of governmental stimulus programs. And again, you'll also save the $2,000 to $10,000 every year on your normal everyday expenses. Now, many of you are already working hard. Now it's time to start working smarter and not harder by getting yourself qualified for this series of governmental stimulus programs. Now, the second thing that you must do to qualify for this governmental stimulus program is work at becoming self-sufficient 3 hours a week. Now, if you look at this as a job, that means that you would have a pay increase of anywhere between $25 to $50 an hour. Now, how many of you earn that at your job? Now, the third thing is that you keep good records and send in the proper forms to the government. So most of you are already keeping records, and so you're not being required to do anything else than what you're already doing. You're also required to submit proper forms to the government as well. We have different forms and particular forms that you do need to send in order to get qualified for this stimulus program. So in reality, you're not doing anything new than what you're already doing. So now let's look at some ways to become self-sufficient. So number one, you can sell your own products. You might be have some sort of a craft or a talent. You might have your own products and services. You might be an author. You might be a musician. You might be an artist. There's different products and services that you could sell of your very own. Now number two, you could sell other people's products. Now, there's a number of ways that you can do this. You could join an affiliate program. Affiliate programs are free, so you can join an affiliate program from, let's say, like eBay or Amazon or Walmart. There's just thousands of companies that offer affiliate programs. So, like I said, they're free to join, and what they will do is they will provide you text links, product links, banner ads that you can go ahead and put on your blog. And anytime somebody clicks on those links and buys, you get paid. Now, you can also get paid because of generating a lead or getting them to opt in for something, to request some information. That's another way that you can get paid from affiliate programs as well. eBay has some of their affiliates. They have like 25 or 30 affiliates that are earning in excess of $1 million a month. And what I mean by this doesn't mean that you're selling something on eBay, but you're just linking to other people who are selling on eBay and thus earning a commission from that. Amazon does the same type of program. You may not be selling anything on Amazon yourself, but you can link to somebody who is selling somebody on Amazon, refer to their products and services, and Amazon is going to pay you a check. Now, Amazon is actually one of my favorites because no matter what it is that you sell off of Amazon, on average, about every 60 days, a person is going to end up spending $800 in which you're going to earn a commission from. So let's just say you sold a cheap 99-cent black iPhone cover off of Amazon, right? Within 60 days, the average person is going to come back and spend an additional as a total of $800. And again, you're going to earn a commission from that. Again, even if they don't come back to your particular webpage or to your particular link. There's things that are called cookies, so it tracks where they've been, what they're doing. And so even though you were the first one who originated that referral, so as long as you were the person who originated that referral, anytime that they come back within that time period and make another order, Amazon is still going to pay you. Now, you can also do the standard old buy at wholesale, sell at retail. We do a number of these things. One of the ways we do this is we have these, what we call as these self-massaging insoles, in which we typically sell those to people who want to lose weight, people who are diabetic, people who have back and knee problems. And we buy them at a discounted wholesale price, and we sell them for a retail price in which we make about $20 a pair. Now, unlike Dr. Scholl's, these are what are called as PDA approved, which are Pediatrics Doctor Associations, the Pediatric Doctors Association. So what that means is we can sell them to hospitals, we can sell them to doctors, we can go to medical conventions, market them there, and you can't really do that with any other insoles. We're the only insole that is PDA approved, or the ones that we buy at wholesale and sell at retail is the only one that is PDA approved. So they are higher quality than any of the other insoles that are out there on the market. But again, we buy them at wholesale at a cheap discounted rate, and we sell them at retail at trade shows and on the internet for a profit. Now, there's a new way also to become self-sufficient, which is through ad revenues. A lot of you may be unfamiliar with this, so if, let's say, you have a blog or if you run a YouTube channel, you can run ads in those videos or on your blog, and anytime somebody clicks on those ads or and sometimes watches the ad, you get paid. Now, they don't even have to buy anything and you still get paid. It's kind of like you running your own TV network, you know, the TV shows that you watch and when the commercials air on those shows. Nobody even has to buy anything, but those companies are paying money to have those products advertised on their shows and on their medias, right? Where we can join up with a network like Google. There's also plenty of other networks that we can partner up with. They've gone out, find the customers for us. They give us the tools. We put them on our blogs or on our YouTube channels and stuff. And anytime, like I said, anytime somebody watches our commercials, clicks on our ads, anything like that, we get paid. Now, don't you just hate it when somebody who is, let's say, maybe not as smart as you are, but is making a whole lot more money than you are? Now, when that person is only 7 years old, that's downright ridiculous.
This is Evan, and at only 7 years old, Evan has already done $1.3 million from YouTube. Now, Evan didn't really do anything ingenious. He just knew how many videos that he needed to create to make $1. And he made enough videos to do $1.3 million from YouTube. Now, you may only want to create enough videos to replace your income. Now, all that he does is open up the packages of Disney toys and reviews them on camera. Now, you could probably open up the packages of different products that you buy and review them on camera. Now, obviously, Evan is too young to have a job. But remember, you don't even have to make any money from this, and the government will still add $300 to $500 per month added onto your paycheck from your job through a series of governmental stimulus programs.
And the last one is your own services. And this is one I just don't really recommend for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's really hard to get yourself qualified for this governmental stimulus program by doing your own services. You're already working long hours. And so the last thing that you want to do is come home from a long days of work and work hard for a few more hours a week. There is a much easier way, as I will show you. Now, I talk to guys who work in some sort of field as contracting or some sort of a trades or labor field like that. They come home from a really hard day's work, and then after they're done with their job, they go back out and do a few projects of their own for a few more hours in order to earn some extra money. But the stuff that I suggest is stuff that you can do in your spare time from home. Now, when I used to have a job, me and my wife would watch TV or some sort of a movie at night, while at the same time I was working at becoming self-sufficient. Now, at the time, I did not know about this bailout program. I was working on things to get additional income that would replace the income that I made from my job. That way I could spend more time with my wife. Now, in our next video, I will share with you my #1 recommendation for becoming self-sufficient. Now, in attempting to become self-sufficient, if you're like me, it will help you to develop the skills to get paid more from your already existing job. And if you choose to move on to another job, you'll get paid more. All in addition to this $300 to $500 per month added onto your paycheck from your job through a series of governmental stimulus programs, plus the $2,000 to $10,000 that you'll save on your normal everyday expenses. I got a job working at a ski resort within my hometown, and because of the skills I developed trying to become self-sufficient, within about 2 weeks of having that job, I got promoted as manager of the entire snowboarding department. Now, in our next video, I'll share with you one of my friends who lost his job at a landscaping business. While he was looking for another job, he was also working at the same time trying to become self-sufficient. And so by doing what he was doing at home, he got his dream job, which was working at Capitol Records there in Hollywood, within about 3 weeks of him after starting to become self-sufficient or attempting to become self-sufficient. What is your dream job? How'd you like to see, by working only a few hours a week, how you could land your dream job, your perfect ideal job? So I encourage you to move on to our very next video. Now, if you've not done so already, if you look down the page below, directly underneath this video, you'll see the forms and everything that you need to download in order to submit these forms to the government in order to become self-sufficient. So you'll click on the link down below directly underneath this video.
Now, first of all, Ron Mueller has provided you with the proper forms to submit to the government, and that way you can qualify for this governmental stimulus program. Now, the next thing that he's done is provided you with the tax law records. And the reason that this is important is maybe you have a relationship with a financial advisor or a tax specialist that you've been going to for a number of years, and you have a relationship with them and you want to continue that relationship with them even though that they might not specialize in this particular type of tax law. So what Ron Mueller has done for you is he has provided you with the tax laws and the tax law records. That way you can prove to your financial advisor that you do qualify for this particular type of stimulus program. Now, the next thing that he's done is he has built a network of different financial experts who specialize in this particular type of tax law if you do not have one that you're currently dealing with. So if you look down below, directly underneath this video, you'll see a link where you can click on the link and get access and download all of these forms.
Again, every day that you put this off and not putting this into action, you are losing $20. Every week, if you put this off another week, you're losing $100. If you wait another month, you're losing anywhere from $300 to $500 a month. If you put this off another 12 months, another year, you're losing at least $3,600 to $6,000, not including the $2,000 to $10,000 off of that you'll save just on your everyday normal expenses. Now, whether you get yourself qualified for this governmental stimulus program or not, it is still available to you. It's your choice. You can let some billionaire qualify for this governmental bailout program to be able to help him finance his private jet, or you can use this $300 to $500 per month through the stimulus program to be able to provide for your family. Now again, over the next couple of videos or so, you'll also see an interview with Oprah Winfrey where she interviewed Paul Rogers, who was a fireman making about $48,000 a year, and because of this governmental stimulus program, he was able to add $300 per month added onto his paycheck from his job through a series of governmental stimulus programs. So keep your eye on that as well.
Now before we get going here, let me tell you about my business partner. His name is Sam Chand. Now Sam is an expert at finding hidden money that you don't even know you have. For example, he found over $10,000 for one of his clients that was used to pay off his debts. Now Sam is so good at this and has found so much money for the people that he has helped, we call him a pirate. Now you can book up an appointment with Sam by calling 973-500-8591. That's 973-500-8591. And so Sam can find hidden money that you don't know you have.
But I do hope this information was helpful. I had a blast filming this video out here for you today. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye-bye now.
Now again, down below directly underneath this video, you can download all the forms that you need for only $27.95 to qualify for this governmental stimulus program. First of all, you're going to get the IRS forms to send off to the IRS and to the government. You'll get the tax law and the tax law records. That way you can prove to your tax professional that you do qualify for this governmental stimulus program. And then you get the tracking. That way you can keep good records. Again, you'll find everything that you need down below directly underneath this video. One more thing, stay healthy, have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.